Hey everyone, and welcome back to Community Builds. In today's video, we have 6 creations, I think. But at the moment, I'm just doing 3, and then I'm going to cut to the next 3, because I'm waiting for Michelle to be awake enough and do the stuff she needs to do. And another one just came in as I'm doing this. What is it? Let's see what it is. You know what? I'm gonna go grab that really quick. And I'm not gonna cut this out either. One moment. Okay. So, as I said, Derpod just sent in this truck, so I'm going to set this off to the side so I don't forget about it, because it's now at the end of the list instead of in order. But either way, let's check this out. This is, I'm pronouncing it as Pickup Rouge, red pickup. It's by Admiral, and there's no description. One thing I did notice though was the way they did the intake on the engine was kind of cool. If I put this back up, you can see the engine, and that's up and so on. But if I go like that, that like lowers down into place and like covers it. I've never seen anyone else do that. That's really cool. It looks like an actual like intake, and those look like air filters. Now that I look at it, those actually look like air filters. That's really cool. Awesome. And I've never seen anyone use this thing for the front either. That's a light? I guess it is emitting light. But that's the, isn't that a thing for one of the warehouses? Oops. Warehouse. I thought it was one of the, security or no breaky thingies for the warehouse, but either way. This looks really cool. It looks, you can tell it's a truck, but it looks a lot different than the trucks I'm used to seeing in this. There's just something about it that looks more like, I'm gonna say, a scrap truck. Like you actually used the pieces from going around in survival and just pieced it together. Light hidden up there. What'd you do for the suspension? That's always the coolest part. What'd you do for the suspension? Looks like you did a normal, like a C-arm kind of thing, S-arm. And then you just put your springs over here with that bar. Whatever that bar does. Probably like adds tension or something. What did you use that bar for? I'm just curious, because that doesn't look like it necessarily does much. And then I'm not sure why you use the controller for suspension, but either way. And then just simple sticks on the back. What is this though? Okay, seats. The seats are leaned back a little bit. That's cool. I didn't even notice that. Interesting. That looks really cool. This little interior, simple looking. Oh, you did use 2 engines. That's different. Alright, let's see how this handles. Because it definitely looks interesting. It looks like you have camber and caster. Is that what that's for? Interesting. It also kind of looks like it's binding. But either way, let's see how it handles. Really stiff suspension from using the controller. It's fast though. And then the back wheels just don't really have room to move at all. It's a good looking truck, you just need to work on your suspension a little bit. And your light bar. Did I do that, or was that like that? I'm gonna reload the truck. The light bar might have already been disconnected, but let's see. Nope, okay. It's just loading with it like that. Interesting. But yeah, I like this. This is cool. I want to see if I can get the light bar to flip again. How did I manage to do that last time? Did I just drive through a bush or something? Oh, it's starting to go. There we go. Just from jumping around, it's starting to flip. That's funny. This is cool, though. And like I said, with a little bit of work, like if you were to use even the 2 spring on the back instead of 1, and then maybe bring this up here instead of here, that would work a lot better. This is going to block your wheel and your steering. And then that just isn't really needed like that. It's just kind of weird. If I go like this, I'm more experimenting at the moment than anything. Oh yeah, see? And then if you do this, just because they're kind of in the way, you can see the front suspension can actually move now. It's a very good truck, you just need some tuning. Like, it somehow has caster, camber, everything. Not tow, but, like... Either way, little bit of work, but I really like this truck, this is cool. I do have to move on, though. And just the little extra bits for making, like, body lines and stuff, it looks good, it keeps catching my eye. But the next one is Compact Suspension Concept by Dusty Red 762. In a lot of their vehicles, I noticed them using pretty much this setup. It's vanilla, but it's glitch welded all to be super compact. So it looks like they used bearings and then like either an elbow or a 3-way there up to the spring, which is then probably attached to a pipe that's facing up. By the looks of it, it is. Which is super compact, and it should work. Yep, that's how it looks like, especially if I drop it. I'll drop it again so you can see in the left side how it works. And then just the normal steering. It's so slow. But this is extremely compact. Oh! Don't roll. Just flex. Come on. I'll add some weight on the wheels. There we go. That's cool. So yeah, it looks like it's just... But then I'm honestly kind of confused by this at the moment. Okay, yeah, it mounts here, and then this just pushes down there. But wouldn't this be backwards? Because it's moving normally. It's just, for my brain, this side should be squishing, not this side. I'm just confused. See, this side looks like it's squishing. Maybe it's just a glitch or like a visual thing, I don't know. Either way, it works. It's really compact, and it's confusing the hell out of me. I should start working on compact suspension. I wish there was more bearing strength in survival. Because then we could do stuff like this, have it super compact, and make like little tiny 8x8s and stuff. That'd be so funny. But either way, hopefully this gets the point across to those that do actually understand where everything is attaching to. Actually, if I go like this, so as you can see, that is directly connected to the springs, which then go to bearings. You know what? Okay, see, that's a pipe facing down. But that would extend it, not squish it. But then again, articulating, this would push up, while this wouldn't be able to, or this would, I don't know. It's weird, but it works. Moving on to the next one, which is a Porsche 959, sorry. Paris-Dakar by TNs. Independent suspension with realistic steering, working hood, and body color. Ooh. Right, so, yep. Let's check out the suspension really quick. There we have... Oh, this is actual, like, steering on it. So there's a S-arm, I'll call it, to your hub. This comes back to the spring, and then there's the tie rod. Tie rods and stuff that I'm forgetting. And then the back is the trailing arm, which usually works nicely. Then it looks like there's some kind of ride control up there. Nice little exhaust, that's cute. This is awesome. I wasn't expecting it to have real steering. Hood closes. This looks really good. I really like being able to see the wheel and then a bit of suspension stuff and then the actual spring right there when hood hooks up. I love how that looks. And then the way this looks, you can just see everything and tell that, like, this doesn't confuse me like the last one does. I'll say that. But this looks really good. It's the steering. Looks like it's bumping... It bumps the little button, or the switch on the hood. So let's see what the switch does. Alright. Oh, that looks cool. So the switch completely opens it up. And then, yeah, that was just to add suspension. This is awesome. Alright, I'm going to close that up again and then remove the switch. Like so. So that it stops hitting it for now. Just need to move it somewhere else. Let's see how this handles. Ooh. It's rare that a vehicle in scrap actually like does that and doesn't understeer or oversteer, like the whole three-wheel thing. I can't even tune my vehicles in Beam to do that. Is this electric? No. I'm just not used to the level 2 engine, I guess, but this is awesome. It handles great, it goes at good speed. The suspension looks very well done, like, it just soaks up everything. I don't have to, like, struggle to tell it where to go, nothing. Just does everything I want it to. This is awesome, and you can see all the, like, little suspension bits moving and the steering linkage. Cool, when I'm not through bushes. Ah, that's a wall. That's another truck. Could use that truck to tow this, that'd be cool. The only issue with using such small wheels is that. But yeah, this thing is awesome. It's so cool. I need to start building with the smaller wheels again and start making things look good. I use the big wheels way too much. But yeah. Imagine seeing this in survival, you're just like, running towards the workshop or something, and there's a hill on the other side of it. And the next thing you know, all you see is this fly over the hill and come down at you. That'd be so cool. But nonetheless, I'm going to move on to this truck, and then I will wait to do last 3 for this week. So let's move this over here and pop it down. And the first thing I notice is the duck, because of course. So we have, it's mocked up to look like a straight axle, but it looks like it's just a compact normal suspension. Steaks. Not transmission. Chassis. Engine's there, flooring. It's like lights for the edge to make it angled. I like using that little hook for a tow hook. That makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense, using that bracket as a tow hook. I like that. That's a good idea. And then an actual straight axle in the back. So that's probably just meant to be more like an independent and then straight. And then one thing I wanted to mention is I really like how people are really making sure to have proper space in their vehicles. Because of the panel this is, I can't place anything in here. But if you were to use a different panel, you could actually like put a chest or whatever in here. Even just some fallen logs, just drop them in. That'd be a good idea. I don't have anything to really cut up a tree right now, or I would, but either way. Simple, good-looking little interior. You even got the, oh no, in the middle. Normal lights. That's the hood. Ooh. SVA, that looks really good. Simple, but it looks good. Gets the point across. And then tug it. Awesome. Does the duck turn? It doesn't. If you put the duck on a bearing, it'll turn. Like face whichever way the vehicle's loaded in. But this thing's awesome. Like I said, if you were to change it up a little bit just so you can actually put stuff in the box, but even just little the raw resource trees and stone and stuff would even work, or robot parts. Actually, you know what? I forgot that I can just go like this. Once I find them. Let's do wood too. It's not gonna let me just like drop it. That sucks. I was hoping I could just drop it in, but you get the idea. I like this little truck, it's cool. This is very cool. I like it. But it is time to, I guess, wait to do these ones. So I will be back in a moment for you guys and in a little bit for me. I'm just going to quickly place them out to make things easier. And then I'll go over the differences between the two bugs and... Whoa, okay, yeah, that's an obvious difference. And before I get to that part too, these were made by Honcho Boots and Rardago. They uploaded them separately, but I believe they both worked on them. It says they both worked on them, so credit to them for these three. And yeah, I'll be right back to check them out. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Community Builds. Or, to the second part, I guess. Wasn't expecting to do this as a two-part, but because of these three, waiting on checking these out, so instead of doing these three, I'm going to do this week's stuff, and then release last week's and this week's together, if that makes sense. Hence the little confusion at the beginning, as I mix words. Either way, our first vehicle is a 1956 Lincoln Continental Mark II, and it is made by Dirtpaw 13. I don't have a memory of these in real life. Like, I don't think I've actually ever really seen one, so I can't tell how close it is to the real one, but it looks really good. And based on cars from the time, it looks period. Like, this looks really good. I like how you even have a sloped fender come past the hood like they used to. And then the same with the tail lights. They had so much body flare that wasn't needed, I'll say, but it made them look so much better. That opens the door. Nice light, simple door. A little bit of glitch welding. Glitch welded interiors so you can get the seat shapes. Is there a back seat? There is a back seat. Awesome. I like how you use the bit of carpet there for the seat too. That makes it look good. I like that. Simple interior, but it's vanilla, so that's all you can really manage to do. But it looks good. Looks really good. Alright, let's check out the suspension, because that's always the best part. Oh, I think that's the... Is that the switch for the hood? I'll see if I can open the hood when I take the lift away also. So the front is just a typical, or a now typical, compact independent. And then it looks like, yeah, I need to check out under the hood, because it looks like it has a fully modeled V8. Fully modeled chassis rails. You can see some glitch welding for the floor and stuff. Not sure what that will do. Oh, that's one of the ones connected to the seat. Okay. Oh, so is that one. Interesting. We'll see what they do. Dual exhaust. You got your drive shaft. Oh, the drive shaft's offset. Is it offset in the real one? Oh, it's too wide. Okay, I see. That would probably be why. There is no center. Or it's two in the center. Either way. And then looks like a mock leaf spring in the back, which looks like it's done quite well. It should work nicely. And then dual exhaust, your timer for probably the turn signals and stuff, and some logic. Alright, I want to see if that's for the hood. It is. Weird. I find it weird when people connect like the hood and trunk to the seat. But, oh well. But yeah, that's a very nice looking compact V8. Fits nicely between the frame rails. Got your radiator, all your hoses. This looks good. I like it. Got the little wheels. Those look really small on this. Like, they look the proper size for the car, but they look so small. How'd you get the silver part in the middle? What is that silver part? And I like how you use the brackets and stuff for the suspension. It makes it look properly done. It's just the little details. I like it. Let's see how this thing handles. Sounds alright. So there's one, whatever that does. Oh, left signal, right signal. That's lights, door, hood. Oh, that's 4, not 1. 5, sorry. The trunk, little bit of trunk space. Oh, and that opens all of them. Okay, that's a cool idea, actually. Having one switch to open them all, just to check it out. That's cool. Alright, let's see how this handles. Oh, the hood doesn't want to close. One moment. I don't want to smack it with the hammer. Alright, now let's try this. Got a little bit of axle twist in the back, but that's to be expected. Excuse me. The best way to fix the axle twisting like this, like that, just put the springs on the front instead of the back, if you can. And then it shouldn't twist like that, or it'll twist less. It's a little laggy, probably because the rear axle is jammed up in place. Yeah. So a little bit of work on the rear suspension just to kind of stop it from locking into place weird. But other than that, this is pretty cool. The original one almost knocking over my juice. The original one was probably, and there goes the rear axle, I think, maybe. Either way, the old one would have been a really big, like, boat, basically, land boat. And this feels how I imagine, oh, there you go, the suspension's working a little bit. But this feels how I imagine the real one would feel. It went where I wanted it to, did what I wanted, no understeer or anything, but it just felt heavy. So, yeah. If you're looking for a really old style car that looks really good and is really good, check this out. Definitely. I need to check really quick which one the next one is, because I forget. Okay. It's the transport truck. Ooh. I deleted one of my creations and it messed up the order, that's all. Alright, so next is a Scania, or a Sania, I don't know how to pronounce it. R730V1.4. These are the transport trucks that they commonly use in, like, Europe, England, that kind of thing. I believe they use some kind of cool V8. I just know they're different somehow. They're usually really good trucks from what I've heard, but I've never actually seen one myself, I don't think. And I've never driven one in a game, but this looks really good. Okay, fifth wheel here, there's cab over. Do mid-lift, so it's probably 2x6x2. Does the cab rotate? Nope, it just looks like it does. This is really tall. And this looks way better than my truck, but look at all the glitch welding you had to do. There's so much glitch welding there. Just in the front, let alone in the side. And the wheels. This would have taken forever just because of the glitch welding. Is there an engine tucked in there? It looks like it, but I can't see it. Can I open the door? No, the door doesn't open. Probably for lag. Oops. Alright. Let's try this again. I thought it said... oh, it was probably the lift I was looking at. I'll find a better way to get in and out. But you've got your little sleeping bunk there, above the engine. Passenger seat. Driver seat. Good looking interior. I like it. I love the sunroof though. That looks really good. What would be in here though? Storage, or is that just like that for the game? I don't know. This looks really good. Alright, can I see... alright, you can see there's a little bit of engine work there. And it looks like a straight axle with tie rod. Yep. Oh, that's... is that like that? Let's actually look underneath and see... okay, yeah, it's just really slow. And then, like I said, mid-lift with... oh, some kind of steering. And then normal rear. That's interesting. I'm really curious to see that steering now. Can I get in through the bottom? Nope. Through the back? Probably not. Alright. Up the lift we go. Oh, this has a trailer for it. Hold on. Flatbed. Also built for this. Simple pin. Legs. Excuse me. And then just a triple axle flatbed. It's too bad that had to be glitch welded, or that would have looked cool. And then your lights. Does this have an easy way to hook up the lights? Oh, it does right here. Looks like you're doing it kind of the way I do it. I'm not going to worry about that right now. How does that hook up though? I don't want to spend too much time trying to do this, but... And if it's too laggy, I won't bother. This makes me want to finish my truck with the working fifth wheel and stuff on it. The trailer might actually be a tiny bit too low. Whoops, wrong button. Alright, so that's in the fifth wheel. Remove that, but what locks it into? Oh, is it that piece? It is, okay. So something rotates that. I guess I should play with buttons. Signals, yep. Lights, yep. Fog lights. That's the mid lift. So that'll be trailer lock. There we go. I love how you did that. Wow, this is actually surprisingly lag free. Come on. You even put a lower steering lock on the mid wheels. Hold on. I'll show. Oh no, it's gonna detach from the trailer again. That's such a pain in the butt. That's the only thing I hate about doing it like this. So I'll get this attached again really quick. Okay, there we go. Let's try not to crash this time. But what I was saying is the mid-lift wheels actually have a reduced steering radius, as they should. So you went through the time. Did I mention who made this? I think I didn't. I was so excited for the truck. It's by some Patty. Either way, some Patty built this. They build amazing things like this, and they took the time to figure out the steering lock of the rear wheels. Come on. I keep forgetting this is like a road truck, so going over these hills and stuff isn't really a good idea. What if I lower that? Will that help any? Probably not. Come on, almost. I think you get the point. I'm going to remove the trailer really quick, just because it keeps bottoming out on stuff and getting stuck. Okay, there's a light in there somewhere, I guess. Let's go. Just the truck, though, handles really good. Like, is follow camera on? It is. Yeah, this handles really good until you run into a tree. The steering's just a little slower than I'm used to, as you can see, which that's just seat settings. But This thing is awesome. And then using this in survival to move around like equipment, food, whatever, would be so cool. I can't wait for the next update and we get like wedges and stuff, because stuff like this will actually be possible to do in survival properly, and it's going to look so cool. I figured out how to import vehicles into survival, but they don't move. I don't know why, but they just sit there, like that. Off the lift, you can do whatever you want, nothing happens. So, by the way, this thing is awesome. Lots of details that need to be there, like the mid lift. I don't think I've seen anyone else do this. I tried doing caster wheels in the middle one time just because it didn't work out too well, but yeah, that is that. Check this out. If you like transport trucks and have more of like an actual city area that it will be good for, definitely check this out. But as you can tell, I'm just in a temp R&D world. Checking the next one really quick. This is whoopsies. This one, which is Big Country Fire Truck DRV 4000 hours special. Interesting. By Hunter Boots. The firefighting, trail conquering, high performance vehicle that only survivor out of 8 trucks. Oh, the only survivor out of 8 trucks in all of Cherokee Nation. The truck from the 80s served its community well. Powered by a tuned V8 turbo diesel with close to realistic 4-wheel drive drivetrain. Wow. Fairly simple interior, but gets the job done. Sits on thick imitated base springs. I just can't see it from here. I'm sitting back. And thick axles and rolls on 4-spoke Daytons. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna skim through games and consider this. Oh, okay. So this is like a special truck for how long you've been playing the game. That's awesome. Oh no. Failed to build shape. That means... Hold on. What is listed for... Yeah. You're not listing your survival parts mod. Which means the one I have is probably different. That sucks, because I saw the pictures you took of this, and they look amazing. After I record this, I'm going to do a video on reshade to make the game look better. As you can see, which button is it? That one. There we go. If I go like this, it just looks ever so slightly better. I'm going to do a video on how to do that. But either way, can't check out this truck, unfortunately, because there are stuff missing, but it will be in the description as usual. Next is the Eagle. There are... this is DirtPaw's newest car, the TUS Eagle. A lightweight sports car. It's powered by a 2.4 NA inline 5. Ooh, that would sound so cool. 250 horsepower to the rear wheels. Inline 5s sound really cool, really grumpy, especially in the Focus. That is the GT version, and then the GTR version. I'm going to just check out the normal. And then if you all are interested, you can go and check out the other ones. This is actually a lot smaller than I thought it would be. I really like this. I really like this. There's just something about it. It looks really cool. It's got that, like, you know, that almost Ford Escort, I want to say Lotus Cantina for some reason, but you know what I mean, like that era, the 70s, not quite muscle car, but not necessarily tuner or whatever. And then they were like small kind of coupes and hatchbacks and stuff. They were so cool. And this reminds me of those. I don't see a switch for the hood. or a trunk or any switches at all. So let's hop in and start hitting switches from the seat. Signals, just simple signals. You got your lights, and then the hood. Ooh. Big inline 6. There were cars that or 5, sorry, not 6. There's cars that even have to put the engine on a slant because it's too big for the car. I guess I should check out the suspension really quick too before I forget. Alright. Ooh, you've even got like a full exhaust system in it. That's surprising. There's the intake up there, radiator and stuff. Compact, glitch welded front. Independent. Straight axle rear. Simple glitch welded. Drop that down. It's really low. Really low. Because of this, I think because of it being so low it drifts really well, or just the handling or something, but this would make a good little drift car. This is really fun. My head's through the roof though. Oh. Wow, the camera height is actually perfect for this. Might be a little too high still, but this is really good. I like this. And it handles really well. I don't feel really any, if any, no. I wouldn't say there's really any understeer. Minimal, compared to some creations, especially mine. And then the back end doesn't slide out too much. It's not really even sliding out. Like, it did there, but when I was up to speed, it wasn't. It was just kind of sliding and trailing behind perfectly. If this version of the car is so good, I can only imagine what the other ones are like. This is awesome. But yeah. I'm going to move on to the next one because I spent a little too much time on that transport truck. But yeah, this looks really cool. All it's really missing is a B pillar, even if you just put a pipe in there. Just something. But yeah, this looks really good. I like it. On to the next one, which, once again, I forget the order, so I'm going to check that really quick. Okay. I believe the last one for this week is this. A 444 GTE by Tesmashi. Vanilla actual valves under the valve cover. Oh, really? So there's actual parts in it. Interesting. So I think this is meant for... Oh, here. I brought me some coffee. Love you too. I think this is meant for putting, like, into builds and giving them credit. But, as you can see, it's a 4-cylinder... Oh no, it's only got 2 turbos. I thought you said it was a 444. This is a 4442. Anyways. Gearbox. Oh my god, my brain, come on. Gearbox. Is that a mug in there? Oil pan and stuff. Looks like a starter or alternator maybe. Radiator. Doesn't look like... Oh, sorry, intercooler's up here. Spoke too soon. There's your intake. This is awesome. Ooh, I should put this in a focus. I'm gonna put this in a focus. I've been wanting... I suck at building cars in this. I'm okay at building trucks, but cars, absolutely not. But I want to focus so bad, whether it's like an 01, an 09 or 10, I think, or a 13. And then this would go perfectly in it. Except, stuff's kind of on the wrong side for it. Either way, this is awesome. If you're looking for a little engine to put in stuff, definitely check this out. Let's look under here. Slowly take it apart. Ah! It explodes! Oh, there's the piston. Crankshaft, everything. I think the valves kind of fly away when you take it apart. Where'd that go? I'm gonna have to go around and find all these pieces now, but I'm gonna continue just because it's funny. I think that's all it's gonna explode. Lots of glitch welding though. This looks really good. I'm just having fun pulling it apart. While I'm doing this, I believe this is the last creation up on thing. So, as usual, all creations will be in, as I can't say the word for some reason, in the description. If you want to submit a creation, build anything you want, as long as it's not dirty. As long as that makes sense. Anything you want, car, house, engine, that I can tear apart and watch fling bits around. Whatever. Go to the description into the Discord. In my Discord group, there will be a scrap mechanic spot. And then currently, I'm only taking builds in the vanilla builds section. Because whenever I have mods or anything installed, it re-downloads mods every time I start the game. Which is a big pain in the butt. I don't know why it does it. Either way. And then every Friday or so, if I manage to, I record them and upload them here. So yeah, as usual, I hope you enjoyed. I know I did. I always love doing community builds. It's worth a little bit of anxiety before doing it. But either way, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. I'll end off on these three, because why not tease them? They're awesome. I haven't even checked these out yet, but either way, bye-bye.